welcome, and thank you so much for tuning in, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is an exciting time to be a Clash of Clans player, let me tell you, as the anticipation will continue to build for the eventual release of Town Hall 13 in December of this year. I thought it only appropriate that I make an episode of the 5 things that I certainly think are coming to Clash of Clans with the Town Hall 13 update. Now, this is based upon my own deductions and some interviews that I've had with Darian that is all public information, okay? I have to preface this episode by telling you that although some of you think so, I do not work for Supercell, okay? They don't give me free gems, and at this state in time, at this current time, I don't have advanced information. Now, yes, sometimes I get to play with the dev build. I think that we're probably too far off right now for me to have a dev build of Town Hall 13. I hope that I get to see it at some point, but as of right now, I'm kind of at a cool spot because I don't know. Okay, the stuff that I know is the stuff that you know, okay? I'm patching this all together based upon my interviews. Now, maybe some of you didn't listen carefully enough to what Darian said earlier this year because he definitely gave some stuff away. Let's go over it as we talk about these 5 things that I believe are really sure to come in Town Hall 13. Number 1, probably one of the most obvious, the 4th hero. Now, this was in the big video that was out the other day that showed this ripped out portrait of the 3 existing heroes and a little tiny bit of a 4th hero, or at least that's what people are thinking it is. It seems to make sense. It's an awful tease if that turns out to be anything but a 4th hero. But who is this 4th hero? Male, female, what are the abilities? What type of character is this? Okay, so here's my thought. I did carefully review all of your comments from the video the other day, and there were a lot of great ideas, but I don't think that this picture matches anything like the Clash Royale Prince that was suggested a lot. Also, the Clash Royale Ice Wizard. There's some blue there, but that's the only similarity. The Clash Royale Magic Archer. Also, don't think so. Look at the facial hair. Clash Royale Electro Wizard. Also, probably not. Again, the color, maybe. And then last but not least, the Clash Royale Princess. I really don't think any of these are going to be it. It looks to me like it's going to be completely different, and it's hard to tell whether it's male or female. It makes sense that it is female simply because we have 2 male heroes already, but we just don't know. Remember Town Hall 7 King, 9 Queen, 11 Warden, and 13 what? Darian also did, in an interview on my channel earlier this year, hint that there would be some complications to adding a 4th hero, but it really sounded like they were planning on doing it. Okay, let's move on to number 2, also kind of obvious and possibly partially leaked in that last video, a new siege machine. Now, I've spoken about this before, and I'm almost certain that the Pekapult, although I think it's the best idea of all time and is my personal baby, I don't think this is going to happen. All right, thanks to Vav Vovson for the art on that, but I did come up with the Pekapult myself. I don't think that's going to happen. There are some images from the Supercell video that look like maybe a siege machine. I've heard a lot of different conjecture about what these could be. Obviously, it's not clear, okay? But it does seem to make sense that there should almost definitely be a new siege machine. Oh yeah, and one more thing before I move on. For those of you that think that this image is the bus from Fortnite, you guys either need to play a lot more Fortnite because it looks nothing like the bus, or play a lot less because you've got Fortnite on the brain. Moving on to number 3 on the list, and that is going to be a new signature defense. Now, the phrase signature defense is actually something that Darian, the Clash of Clans community manager, has spoken about earlier this year in interviews with yours truly. He talks about each Town Hall level at higher levels having a signature defense. So obviously Town Hall 9 has the Expo, 10 has the Inferno Tower, 11 the Eagle Artillery, 12 the Giga Tesla that is within the Town Hall itself. And so here's the reason that it's unlikely the next signature defense will be something like the Town Hall 13 Giga Inferno or the Giga Eagle. And that is because what would happen is you would necessarily lose Town Hall 12's signature defense, because you can't have both, and you're not going to have a Giga Tesla and Inferno Towers on the top of the Town Hall. That would just be ridiculous. So I think that we're going to see something completely outside the box, something that nobody has really even imagined as the signature defense of Town Hall 13, and I don't think we will see a change to the Town Hall itself. And what I mean is, when Town Hall 13 is completed in upgrading, you will again have a Giga Tesla within the Town Hall, just like you still have your Expos from Town Hall 9, your Inferno Towers, and your Eagle Artillery. Okay, let's move on to number 4 on the list. And this one kind of carries over from number 3, and that is, I do firmly believe that we will see more Giga Tesla levels. Now again, this is not based upon any sort of inside information. This is just my intuition thinking that it's obvious. It's kind of common sense. You're going to see new levels to other defenses, right? Like maybe Wizard Towers or Inferno Towers perhaps. Definitely something like Archer Towers or Cannons. So it just follows that the Giga Tesla, being another defense that's within the village, is going to see new levels. Will it go to 10? Will it just be one level? I have no idea. It really is hard to predict, but it will go with the balancing, and it also depends upon what we see for new troops, because, and this is the big thing, the difficulty of a new Town Hall level is striking that balance between offense and defense. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot right now in Clash as far as Town Hall 12 being balanced, but here we go again. Town Hall 13 will be out in December, and yes, it's probably going to be tougher as a maxed out Town Hall 13 to 3-star another Town Hall 13 than it is at Town Hall 12. So it just carries that we're going to see a lot of changes and a lot of new attack strategies, and hopefully a new troop. And I didn't even include a new troop as one of the items on the list, although it does seem kind of obvious. Just as obvious is number 5 though, and that is a new color scheme. Okay, now this is something I just covered recently in a video, and it has been a bone of contention amongst many Clash of Clans players. It seems to me like if I just did an outright poll, the number 1 color choice, not that people want the color, but they think it's going to be, is green. And I guess the reason is because we don't have a Town Hall that is even remotely resembling green. And if you guys remember, the last time the new Archer Tower level showed up, they were predominantly green. Now, there was a bit of a community pushback against it, I think, and so that's why we saw that color change. And for that reason, I don't think that we're going to see a green Town Hall 13. What will it be? I mean, for hints, you have to go back and look at the colors of all Town Halls and see how they have evolved over the years. Obviously, it's unlikely that we will see a repeat of a very obvious color scheme. And so that has me leaning towards, why don't we look outside of just color and look towards a theme? And what I mean by that is it techno? Is it outer space? Is it going to be retro? Is it like Roman columns? There's so many different possibilities here. And I have no idea, thankfully, and I insist, okay, I swear on all that is close to me, that I do not know what Town Hall 13 looks like, okay? I don't know, and I don't really want to know yet. I want to know soon. I want to know early, but I don't want to know yet because it's been fun, and I still hope that somebody out there is going to nail it and predict exactly what Town Hall 13 is going to look like, and maybe even predict the signature defense. So again, here's the thumbnail from the video that I recently did on the different color schemes. I'm pretty sure that none of these color schemes are it. I mean, these are pretty awful. But that's what you get when you combine an amateur Clash player with an amateur Photoshop artist. It's pretty bad, and I know that it's going to look better than this. Remember, also, we did see the old Town Hall 10 blue walls in Supercell's recent video. So was that a hint, or was it just a blast from the past? We don't know. I don't think there was any reference to a possible color scheme for Town Hall 13 in this last Town Hall 13 hints video. But that, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans, is going to wrap up my list of the 5 things that I think are coming to Clash of Clans with the Town Hall 13 update. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Make your own list of 5, and if I like your list, I will include it in a future episode. Also, you're of course, as always, more than welcome to stop by my live streams on Facebook. I live stream pretty much 7 days a week, like 6.95 days a week on fb.gg/realgaladongaming. And that is also the live stream place where I will, on day 1 of Town Hall 13, you know what's coming, right? Gem to max. We will gem Town Hall 13 all the way up to the very, very end, And here's actually what I'm thinking. I'm going to, you know how I was doing that series where I'm trying to max one of every town hall? What if, this is a crazy idea, I take this account, my main account, and I gem it to max. I take my other account that was the rushed account that just is about to finish out maxing Town Hall 12, and I farm it. You know, we do not gem it, we just farmed that one to max Town Hall 13 from max Town Hall 12. It would leave me without a Town Hall 12 account, but we could do that in some other way in the future. Just a thought. Again, please let me know down in the comments what you guys think of that, because I love to hear your feedback, your constructive criticism, because you guys are the ones that made this channel what it is today, and I appreciate every last one of you. Now, if you get a chance, subscribe, turn on notifications, make the like button happy by depressing it. Get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to people, animals, and the planet. And of course, as always, I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. Galidon, how can you make something happy by depressing it? That makes no sense, Galidon.